Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, and with this video I'm going to start this new series called Algorithms with Swift. So if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. So guys, the topic for this video is FizzBuzz problem, which is pretty easy peasy. So without any further ado, let's jump right into Xcode. So guys, FizzBuzz algorithm is a pretty simple algorithm which might be asked in your IELTS interviews as well as a beginning session of the interview. So what is FizzBuzz problem? Suppose you have an array in a sequential order, you have 1 to 100 in that array, and what you need to do is that if a particular number is divisible by 3, then you need to write fizz against that number. If a particular number is divisible by 5, then you need to write buzz against that number. And if a particular number is divisible by both 3 and 5, you need to write FizzBuzz against that number. So let's see how to do that practically. So I will take an array called ARR and it would be an integer array. Okay, so now I'll append some numbers inside this array like this for I inside this 1 up to 100. I'll append these numbers inside this new created array called ARR, and I will simply write append and this number. Okay, so now I have appended all these numbers up from 1 up to 100 in this particular array called ARR. Now I will apply my main operation, that is to check the divisibility. So I'll write for num inside this new created array, and I'll write the first case as I said for 3. So I'll write if num is the mod of num would be mod of num with 3 would be 0, so it would be divisible by 3. So I'll write print, okay, print, and what I need to print is that I need to print that particular number, and against that I need to write fizz. So let's see how it works. Let me show you that in just a second. So guys, here we have the results. As you can see, 3, 6, 9, all these numbers are divisible by 3, so that's why fizz is written against these numbers. Now I need to add the condition for 5. So I'll write else if the number is divisible by 5. So I'll write the number. Let me just copy and paste this and just change this fizz to buzz. Alright, so if a number is divisible by 5, buzz will be written against that number. As you can see the example, 100 is divisible by 5, that's why buzz is written against this number. But the else case is that if that number is not divisible by 3 and 5 and not even 3 and 5 both, so I'll simply just print that number. So I'll write print and that particular number. So I'll write num inside this. So we are missing this one scenario as well, which is that if a particular number is divisible by both 3 and 5, we need to write FizzBuzz. So where should I write that? Should I write it just after this else if case, or should I write it at the very first case? So that is the takeaway from this problem, that many of candidates, or you can say students or developers who are giving the interview, sometimes don't see that they are writing that 3 and 5 case just after 3 and checking the divisibility for 3 and checking divisibility for 5, and they write it just right here, which is wrong. If you write this case right here, so you will see the problem like this. If you write num divisible by 15, because 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. So I'll check this case and I need to write FizzBuzz right here. So if a particular number would be divisible by 15, which is divisible by 3 and 5 both, so it must write FizzBuzz against that. But as you can see in the results, FizzBuzz is not written anywhere. And why is it so? Is because if a particular numbers come from here in this iteration, suppose 15 comes in this case first and 15 is divisible by 3, then it prints fizz. It doesn't go in this condition called number is divisible by 15. So that is the case why I am saying that we need to take care of this, that we don't need to write this 15 case, that is divisible by both 3 and 5 case. just right after this 3 and 5 case. You need to write it at the very first, then you need to write other cases. So I'll just grab this from here and write it just right here. So like this, and I will shift it to else if, and the other one, the last case, that is else. So I'll write print and I'll write the number. Okay, so guys, there we go. Here we have the solution. There you see that we have completed this algorithm, and if a number is divisible by 3, we write fizz. Number is divisible by 5, we write buzz. If a particular number is divisible by both 3 and 5, we write FizzBuzz. So I hope you understand this problem, guys, and the takeaway from this problem is that you need to take care of this 15 case, that is both divisible by 3 and 5. You need to write it very first, then you need to write other cases, otherwise it will show error and you will not get the desired results. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos in future. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Jai Hind.